Hello everyone. So in this series of videos, we'll be going over time series forecasting with Python. Now today we'll be beginning with the most simple and the basic concepts of how to do time series with simple linear regression. Now let's begin. Over the coming weeks, I'll be exploring more and more in detail and more advanced techniques of how can you do time series, but let's start with the basics. So one is very simple. We'll be loading our libraries, NumPy, Pandas, and Cborn. uh, and we just set the theme of Seaborn. We load the flights data. So the flights data is already in Seaborn. We load data sets of flights, and as you can see, for flights we have the year, month, and the number of passengers that took flights. Now, if we just plot the line for the flights that were taken in month, so as you can see, year on year, we can see a clear trend. You can see a clear trend with the number of passengers increasing with every year. So we can build some sort of a simple linear regression model which will be able to predict the number of passengers in the coming years. Now, uh, the simple linear regression will have a feature and a target. The target is the number of passengers, and the feature is what we call as the lag. Now, the lag is nothing but the number of passengers in year one shifted one step to year two. So the number of passengers here will become as the input feature for the number of passengers here, and so on and so forth. So this will become clearer. Let's just create our data. So we create the flights data, we filter it for just May, and we take years and passengers. As you can see, we have all the years and the passengers. Now we create the lag. You can create this very easily in using pandas. We take a lag of one time step. So we take the number of passengers and we shift it by one. You can shift it by any number of steps that you want. For here, we are shifting it by one. And now you can see the data frame becomes like year, number of passengers, and they shifted by one time step. So as I said, the number of passengers in year 1949 becomes the feature, input feature for the number of passengers in year 1950. And we drop this row because this is of no use in prediction. There is no input here. So we cannot predict on this. So we drop this. We will not be using sklearn for linear regression here because sklearn's output is not very descriptive. So what we'll be using is stats model. Uh, we get our x, which is lag. We get our y, which is this feature. We fit the model, and we see the model results parameter. As you can see, the model results parameters look good. We have a slope of 1, which is pretty much the case because it's like a pretty, you can see that it's almost 45-degree line going up. And we get an intercept of roughly 13. We can see the summary plot here. We see that the adjust R square is 0.969. Adjust R square, we don't need it because it will be pretty close, but because there are not a lot of input features, their statistic is 279. The probability is much less than 0.05, so we accept the model. As you can see, the coefficient is 1, the standard error is this much, the t-value is 16, and the probability, so this is a significant variable. The constant is insignificant, but it's not very large, so we can keep it. Now, to predict it, I just write the equation of the linear regression here, which is your feature into the slope plus the bias. We have already captured the bias and the slope here. Y is equals to mx plus b. And I just plot the prediction with, so this was the original passengers. As you can see, our our feature, the lag one, it just is a copy of the passengers just shifted one time step, just shifted by one. And this is the passengers, and this is the predictions with the green. So the green predictions is this. It essentially is the lag one, the lag one itself, because uh, there's only just a difference of the intercept where the slope is one. So it's almost exactly the same. All right, hopefully this clears up how you can use simple linear regression for a time series. You can create a very simple feature such as the lag, and do time series on it. In the upcoming post, we'll be going over more, more complex topics such as moving averages, simple moving averages, and having multiple variables on if you have multiple predictors, and how do you do time series forecasting in such cases. All right. In case you like the video, do subscribe and keep following me on ML Explained. And as I mentioned, I also have a blog which is uh, mlexplain.blog, where I post a lot of explanation topics. All right. Thank you for watching.